Hello, my name is Dave Cormier. I'm going to be co-facilitating the Education Futures course with George Siemens. I have a lot of interest in this material. I just actually went through teaching an Education Futures course in Singapore with Neon Polytechnic. Had a really amazing time there exploring 5 possible futures, and we sort of sifted through those futures looking for patterns that are going to help them and help me thinking about the future of education. I think that's the real message here, and it's the message I want to start with from my perspective on the course, and that's that we're not looking for an answer about the future, but rather exploring where the trends that are out there now will lead us and where they not inevitably lead, but where they could lead and what those messages start to tell us. So, for instance, one of the things, the conclusions that came out of that course in terms of their particular scenario, and we did it really quickly, but was one of the possibilities was a real solid market-driven education future. And one of the possible results of that market-driven future is that the K-12 school system gets heavily impacted. So as corporations start to do training directly, as they start to skip the universities, as training goes further and further back into high school, we see a lot of high school now that have science leadership academies, a good example, where we're focusing training inside of high school. This scenario took that idea and took it further. If you've got an aging population and you need more professionals and you need them younger and you need to train them faster, there's a lot of trends that sort of built into that scenario. And there'll be links around that you can actually see the work that my students did to get there. But one of the results was that the high school system essentially evaporated. Are we saying that the high school system is really going to evaporate? Well, not really. But we're saying that there are serious impacts of specialization in high school and early training on general systems. So those are the kinds of results we get out there. And then we can start looking back at our own systems and say, well, how are they being impacted? And is this something that's going to start to affect us moving forward? And can we plan for this? And can we make allowances for this moving forward? So it's useful, but not for its total truth. Useful for as an exploration, as a way to explore the data and the trends that we have now in a different platform. I think one of the biggest distinctions between using futures thinking and using prediction is with futures, you end up with less senseless debate. You don't end up with grandstanding so much. What people are trying to do is follow their thinking as far as it can go and really take hold of these scenarios and explore them as far as they can be. So that's kind of where I come to this course from, and certainly the kinds of things that I'm going to be encouraging. Collaboration, people moving towards group goals in that sense, and really focusing on the trends and the scenarios and not so much their own firm positions and the ideas that they have coming in. This should be an exploration for people, and hopefully it's going to be that for people who come and participate with the course. I'm going to do a quick tour around the website just to give people a sense of what's there. I'm responsible for the flaws that are there, and you shouldn't blame George for those. This is the front page. Right now, as of now, there's a couple of links across the top. You'll see the blogs there. That goes to the list of blogs, and from there, when you're signed in, you can create your own blog post. You're more than welcome to blog on Education Futures. You're also more than welcome to blog in your own place. About the site is just a description of the website it is. The contributions, you'll notice there are some contributions here, but not everything that's been sent. And these are just contributions that we've come across that we thought would be of value to people. This is not meant to be an exclusive list. I'm sure that there were other contributions to this process that we didn't see or never thought to put up, and do send them to us and we'll post them here. But it's just an attempt to try to bring together some of the material that where people put a lot of effort in and where there's some interesting thinking that maybe takes a different perspective on there. The top link there is from David Wiley, who has taken a sort of an offbeat approach to this, and I think it's helpful. After that, you've got the course schedule. Don't worry too much about it not being filled out in the future weeks. George and I have a fair idea of where we're looking to go. And if we had to sit down and write it right now, we could. But I think it's nice to leave it open and to give ourselves a chance to let the course grow with whatever community comes in. When we started out, we thought we were going to have, 30, 40 people. We got over 250 now, so that's bound to impact the way that we actually go about doing the course. The discussion forums, I haven't had these in a course in a long time, and I put them in to give people a chance to ask questions and stuff. So far, it's been going fairly well. You're more than welcome to post what you will. If you have suggestions for discussion forums that should be there, go ahead. when you go to any of these pages, you'll notice on the right-hand side, so if I go to the course schedule, I'm logged out right now, so it only has recent posts and feed aggregation, but if you want to log in, that'll give you a chance to go ahead and post stuff and actually be able to participate in the conversation. The website's going to evolve as we go along, and hopefully it'll get a little bit better. I'm building it as we go, so yeah, feedback is more than welcome. There's a place for feedback on the website in the discussion forums themselves. So I hope you guys have a really good time. The first live discussion is Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, Eastern North America, South America time. So yeah, I hope that we can work together, and I hope that we come out with some really good results from this course. See you in the next 8 weeks.